Hi everyone! Today I'll show you how I photograph my artworks for my social media and my Etsy shop. I'll show you everything you need to know and everything you need to be careful of when you photograph your own artworks. The first and most important factor of a good photograph is light. You need to be extra careful, especially with your artworks, because the temperature of the light can change the colors of your art, and that's not something you want. Your first option for good light would obviously be the sun, especially if you live in a sunny country and you can go out in the balcony or open the windows wide and have natural light into the room. If you do go outside to photograph your art, make sure your art is not directly under the sunlight. Make sure you're under a shade and the light is diffused around your art. That way you'll get the best colors and the best photograph for your art. If you don't have that opportunity though, you can stay inside and use bulbs. Just make sure they are daylight bulbs, because that way you'll get the correct colors for your art. I'm currently using these bulbs right here, and they've proven to be very useful for my photographing, but also when I'm working on my artwork. They weren't very expensive. I've taken them from Amazon for about 40 or 50 euros, so maybe that's something that you'd like to consider for your own studio. The next thing you want to consider when photographing your art is the surface you're going to use to showcase your piece. I've found that the white surface works best, which is why I'm using the drawers right behind me, because I don't have any other white furniture in the house, but you can consider what you think in your house would be best to use. You can also use a neutral colored fabric on top of a surface that's not the right color if it's not white or the color you want to photograph on. You can also obviously hang it on the wall and showcase it the same way a customer would if they had bought it from you. Using all of the above is also a great choice, both for your social media to keep things fresh and add some variety on your wall, but also for your shop, because that way you spark the imagination of the customer looking at your shop, and it makes it easier for them to imagine your piece of art on their own wall. The next thing you want to consider is the decoration you're going to use to enhance your own artwork and make people realize how good it would look in their own home. So, what are you going to use about that? First off, a frame is a wonderful choice, because most of the times our artworks are sent out unframed and it's hard for someone to see and understand how it would look framed. So if you have that choice, go for it. I am using this white frame I've taken from, I think it was IKEA, and it works for my A4 prints and some smaller artworks, but I would like to purchase more and have some more variety for my own photographs. If you decide to use a frame though, remember to take off the glass the same way I do in this video, because it minimizes the reflection from the photograph. To help with the decoration, you can use stuff taken from your own house, like vases or candles, and make it easier for someone who looks at your work to imagine how it would look in their own house. I also find it very fun and very inexpensive to use stuff like the ones I'm showing you right here, which are like dried plants and pebbles and stuff like that. Small knickknacks that will enhance your artwork and will make it look better without spending way too much money on this purpose. Another great choice is to use art supplies. Showcasing your artwork together with the art supplies you use to create this specific piece is very good for the curiosity of someone who's looking at it and wonders how it was created. Now that you've taken your photos, and I would suggest to take a lot of them so that you can choose the best ones, it's time to edit them. Do not underestimate the power of editing a photograph. It will never look perfect no matter what you're using if you don't edit them afterwards to make them even brighter and up the contrast, and not to cheat someone, but take the best out of your artwork and showcase it like that. You can simply do the editing within your phone if that's what you used in the first place to photograph your art. If you want something different though, you can use free programs on PC or maybe a paid program like Photoshop, but it's not really necessary. Your phone is more than enough both to photograph your art and to edit it afterwards. Now, you can skip all of that and use an app to do exactly the same thing. There are apps out there who will show your artwork above a sofa or in a dining table and stuff like that. I haven't found one that worked well for me, but I know a lot of artists do that, so maybe it's something you want to research and know more about. With that, I'll close this video. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please leave it a thumbs up before you leave. Let me know in the comments below what your biggest struggle is when you photograph your art. Maybe I can help and give you some extra advice on the subject. If you'd like to see more videos like this, consider subscribing. I hope to see you on the next video. Until then, be safe, be happy, and keep going for your dreams. Bye!